Well, like we said, in 2016, you got resentenced to 63 years. You now had a date that you were coming home. A few years later, in 2019, Muñeca goes to the Prison Review Board for the third time. And by this time, there was some more information. And that is one of the key detectives in your case, Reynaldo Guevara.
Guevara.
He was involved in framing at least 51 people for murder.
Yeah.
19 people were exonerated in cases that he had investigated. Several included false confessions and, beatings and coercion and everything else like that. This is the same cop that had you in the car with the Latin Kings pulling the guns out on you.
Yep. Yes, it was.
When all that information about that cop came out, what did you think?
I felt like Kim Fox had actually sent me some mail. I was already in Florida prison. I had to do an interstate compact. And I was already in Florida prison. And she had sent me a letter and said that they were going to reopen my case because of that, and that I was looking at a lawsuit. And I declined it. Because, Malero took it, of course. You know what I'm saying? I understand. But I declined it because I knew I was guilty. And I didn't feel the need to, even though they did me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They weren't saints with us. They did exactly what the fuck they did with everybody else. The only thing different was I was guilty. But the way they treated a child was unconstitutional. The way they paraded me in front of cameras was unconstitutional. They should have blocked my face, but they never did. That's the whole point of me getting all the threats and the stabbings and people want to kill me because my face was never blocked as a child, and it should have been. And so they did me dirty. But at the end of the day, in my mind, and I tell Malero the same thing today, I feel like you're pursuing this innocent project, or you're pursuing the conviction, getting money off the detective. I feel like it's karma's a motherfucker, man. Like, I feel like you're trying to get paid for being involved in the murder. Like, you was involved, bro. Like, I would feel like you're trying to pay me to kill, that you're paying me for the killing. No, I did it. And I refuse. Man, Ray, I refuse. You just don't know how many times people tell me, no, go for it. No, I refuse to collect any type of money behind a detective because I was guilty. I was guilty. And as hard as it is living out here today, I still can't I can't accept it. I'm just going to work hard to do what I got to do.
Well, Muñeca got out in 2020, right?
Yes, she did. April 2020.
And she filed a lawsuit against the police department.
Yeah.
How much money is she actually seeking?
She's actually altogether $17.5 million with the police and the wrongful conviction, because after I was resentenced, I got on TV and said she knew nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So that helped with it. So now she's seeking $17.5 million, which she'll get. She'll get it. I just don't want to have no parts of it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to live a normal life.
Okay, well, I'm assuming unless there's a settlement, which I guess there is most of the time, but if you were to get on the stand, you'd have to say that, well, I said this, but then I said this, now I'm saying this. There's a few different, there's some flip-flopping in terms of your story.
But I'm not getting on her stand. I'm going to let her do what she got to do, because I don't want to have part. Karma's a motherfucker. I feel like today, like I told you, I'm a different person today. I have a heart and I have conscience. So I wouldn't want to put the victim's family through that again. Let them rest in peace. Let them, you know what I'm saying? Let them, out of respect for the dead, their family, just let the shit go. It's been 31 years. And when shit like this keeps coming up, it's like pouring salt into a wound. Like, and I understand that. I didn't understand it before, but I understand now because my brother was just murdered. And there's no way possible that I want to keep seeing that shit. Every fucking day, somebody's talking about him dying, him getting killed. What the fuck? Let him rest in peace. He's not going to rest in peace unless y'all let this shit go.